Evening, YouTube. Day late, but got the update on the 20 long. Been a pretty hectic week between a couple of spontaneous 12-hour days at work. Well, 13 and 12, plus I gotta work overtime tomorrow. So by the time I got home last night, I was just beat. I ended up saying, screw it, shoot the vid tonight. So here we are. You can see that female antler there. It's pretty much squared off. So I would not be surprised if I see some baby antlers in here tomorrow. Well, whatever the other fish don't eat. But she's probably almost as big around as my pinky finger. And I'm sure with the plants in here, they'll have a little bit more luck in hiding. Let alone the pre-filter on there now. So they won't end up in my filter. You can actually sort of see at this angle. The moss is getting pretty long in spots there. I actually need to. I'm going to trim that clump off because I want it to grow in more here, not just a big clump up there. I'll actually probably trim that clump and then stick it underneath the end right there. I just did a top off on here. Yesterday it was Nuagli Dose 19, so I didn't want to do a actual water change on it. By the time I do, I'll make Dose 20 do, let's see, Monday? Yeah, that'll make that do Monday, so I'll be able to do a normal water change on Sunday, which is my usual water change day. Everything is looking good, getting a little bit of green spot algae on that Nuagli plant there, and the staghorn on the side of this rock, and that little spot there isn't going away at all. I did forget that a couple of weeks ago I did bump my lights up an hour of on time, so I may kick that back to the 6-hour mark instead of 7, as that seemed to help. I thought maybe with the additional plants in here, that bumping it up that hour would help the crypts take off again, which it does seem to help them. They've filled in a little more, but at the cost of the algae getting kicked up too. Actually, being it's a 15 increment timer, I might kick it back to 6.5 hours instead of 6. Just sort of find a sweet spot for the timing. Keep saying I'm going to take the angels out of here eventually. I got plenty of room yet, so I'm not really in any rush. I'm also still kind of worried about putting them in the 100 with their long fins. The other gouramis may not take to them too well. But like I said, they got plenty of room in here to grow yet. The long fin tetras are just doing their thing. Looking good. There's nobody snipping fins or anything, so I'm not too worried about it. Now that the moss is taking off, I should be able to clip those zip ties. Just leave that mat on there. Let's see how that goes when I trim that little chunk off. But there's the update for the 20 long this week. It's, like I said, it's Nuagli Dose 19. Doing a pretty good job keeping everything in check. What algae problems I do have recurring, it's just I've messed with the tank and sort of knocked it out of its equilibrium and increased the light a little bit. And like I said last video, I had to clean the filter pads out, which has slowed down this algae, but not to the point where it was eliminating it. But everything takes time. Catch you guys, actually technically be tomorrow, for the update on the 100 gallon. Oh. Got the roadie filling up the 75 directly now. If the camera wants to focus. That's a little better. It's been on for about half hour, about half inch of water in there. It takes a while. It's rated at 100 gallons per day, but with my water pressure it's closer to probably about 50 or 60 gallons a day. So I'll be able to leave it running when I go to bed and shut it off in the morning, because that system total with the sump and tank is going to need about 90 gallons of water before it's really full. And then Friday I will order my sand and my salt and get the salt in there, get it ready, get it all mixed in, and get the sand in there. Let that settle out, and then if I have the funds, I will also grab maybe another 5-10 pounds of live rock to get the system cycling. So that is the update on that until I might probably have something new to show next weekend, or at least by the end of the month should have something. Maybe, probably closer to the end of the first week of next month. I should have more progress on that tank. So stay tuned.